Many thanks for the introduction and welcome to the workshop about PDF as a service. A few words to my company. We are almost 20 years in the PDF business and support companies to work with the digital document format. And I was asked for today to give you some kind of overview where we are with PDF as a service, what kind of solutions are available, and my aim is, for this seminar to give you an overview what's already there in the different user areas for PDF as a service. It's a little bit 20 years ago we start on the client, and I will motivate you to think in a direction to bring everything in a browser and in a server, and you will see that already a lot is possible. Okay, one step back. We also feel that PDF is one driver for what we call in Germany in the industry 4.0, which is about integration, automation. So this are the main topics. Let me start with a simple.
Do you want full screen or?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I need the other areas.
Okay.
In the beginning, a small sample what can be done with PDF as a service or as a web service. A typical problems users sometimes have, they do get a PDF file. This PDF file is encrypted. For example, printing is not allowed, and now you look for a solution to remove the protection. It's of course your document, you can do that, but you need the features, and in standard application there is no functionality to remove protection. And a few years ago, what have you done? You looked in the internet. Is there somewhere a software I can download and install to remove protection? This is no longer necessary. There are plenty of web services available, and I made a connection to one called it's from Switzerland. It's a website called Small PDF. And all you have to do is you take your PDF, you click here, that's my PDF. Now an upload happened, and it's already done. So I click here on File Download Now. Okay, so here's a document, and when you go to the file menu, you can see that the printing is now allowed. So this happens in a few seconds, and this is finally the power behind such kind of web service, because the necessary infrastructure for a fast up and download is given. It's no more question about that. It's mostly a question of having the right user interface to support your process. I like to call PDF as a service something like PDF 4.0 because web service is an integration. Every company usually has an intranet or internet, so you're already integrated in a given environment. The whole process is fully automated. So on a server, scripts are running, driving the process, and very important, it's compliant because the quality is configured on a server, and it's not on the end user's control. They use the feature, and it works in a way you would like to have it working. There's several web pages available, support services. This is another one. The basic idea, principle is always take your file, drop it into the browser, let the work done, and get the result back. I'm also talking a little about evolution. When PDF was born in the 90s, we had client application. Around 2000, we saw more and more server-based application. And since 2010, more and more web servers come onto the market. So it's somehow, from my point of view, the third generation of PDF creation and manipulation environments. What are the advantages for PDF as a service? Usually, or quite often, customer need one specific feature. Let me give you one example. On a recent trade show called CeBIT, the police from Hamburg came to me and asked, we would like to have a stamp feature, PDF incoming. I said, okay, no problem. There are plenty of client application available which allows you to stamp your file, and you can define and configure very nice stamps. He said, okay, we know that, but we have 20,000 seats divided all over Hamburg, different server, different networks. So, and what is the cost of 20,000 for some kind of software? 20,000 Acrobat or 20,000 Nitro, Fox, and whatever is still a lot of money. So we told them, think about a web service, because that would allow you to address exactly the feature you need. You get an integrated solution and do not get all the rest, which costs you additional money and makes things more complicated because of having another application and there's more features. So the nice thing is you can have one feature exactly doing what you need. Cost is another topic, because in that case, one server license is enough. The intranet is given, everybody can access, and you can assume that the pricing for one server license is much less than 20,000 client licenses. Also important, the quality. We as a company, we love standards because standards allow us to work and reuse PDF in the way we would like to have. But if quality is not under central control, you get usually or quite often a zoo of different PDF types. So here another important advantage, it's under the server control, and nobody can create bad PDF because you own it on the server and make sure that the PDF is okay. So quality is an important argument, but it's not only price and quality. You can also drive a workflow. When you drop a file into the service, you can also configure where this file has to go. It can go back to the user. It can go back. It can be copied to an archive. It can be delivered somewhere. So service is always more than simply providing a function. You drive also your workflow, and in the end, it can be simple. If you remember my sample in the beginning, you have a button, or it's one way, of course. A button, make a drag and drop, and that's all. Another important point is administration, because deployment is quite simple. It's given via the intranet. It's platform independent. It can be used on every client, even if it's Windows, desktop. It could be mobile clients, and configuration happen only on one place on the server. And I can speak from our experience in support, all the questions we daily have from customers is related to some kind of updates in Windows operating system, Mac operating system, browser here, viewer there, and this all those automated updates which happens on client desktop user places causes a lot of trouble, and you get completely rid of that when you put together a solution which run completely in the browser. Yeah, finally workflow. Okay, we talked a little bit about that you have the chance to also drive the way of the documents in your company, in your organization. I have then spent some time and watched the market to see what's already there or in terms of web service or print services, to give you some kind of overview how they work, maybe interesting for you or not. I would like to ask the audience, is there somebody coming from the printing industry? Oh, okay. More or less.
Providing services for the printing industry.
Okay. Archiving, also archiving business. Great. Nobody?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. And so normal office collaboration. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the printing industry. I think this is one market area in which web services start quite early, because in printing industry rely on appropriate quality for PDF documents to make sure that they can be printed, and they also need automated processes. And when you watch the market today, and there's this online printing business, I for myself used it to print my business cards. It took me 5 minutes and 20 euro to get 500 business cards, because everything is quite well automated. And large providers, they manage every day more than 10,000 jobs, which come in from several end users, and for them it's finally important to make sure that the PDF documents first have a proper quality, and then that the full process is fully automated, so that they still get profit on this high number of jobs. There's another presentation from Stefan Jecki, who introduced the PDF online tools from Switzerland. This is one nice sample. I have, he should be linked. No, this is the wrong one. Okay, here's another sample from another company who provides free pre-flighting of PDF files, and also here you drag and drop a file into that area, it get downloaded and processed. In this case, I will not do it right now because the result comes back as an email, and so what I will do is that's the moment where I click on the button part, and now you see the result. This is an example of a result. It says PDF X check not. No, it was not okay, and here it tells you that there was not enough space at the edges. It needs 3 millimeters, and the content of the page was too close to the edges, so it says this document is no good. So this is a sample how you can communicate back results on your checking. There are plenty more services available in the printing industry. Template-based creation of documents. So this really large volume which happen every day in already a billion euro market here in Germany. Archiving is another sample. Archiving means service around PDFA. It's finally quite similar to what we have seen in the printing industry with PDFX. Now it's all around PDFA. You need solutions to validate or convert PDFA inside your organization onto customers. And there are also some services available. Let me give you this sample. It's from US, DocPub, but here you can download, but it's a little bit limited because it allows you only to say PDFA and not if it's PDF1, A1, 2, 3. So they need, from my point on, additional time to spend on this website to make it more friendly and support more services. Oops. Okay.
So this is not a member. But how do you find the good ones? Do you have recommendations, or maybe you comment a little bit? So I think if I just start Google, I find millions of such services, hundreds of thousands.
I must say, in the printing industry, I find a lot really good, and you see that many good people spend a lot of work. In the area of PDFA, I must say I find nobody so far.
Nobody?
No one. And we for ourselves think about to put together a website who really address all the different flavors of PDFA validation and conversion in a proper way.
What would Vera PDF?
Now, one driver for in the area of PDFA is the Vera PDF project. Who's familiar with that project? Okay, it's finally an initiative to provide open source software to validate PDFA. This is correct, and this project is sponsored also on the European level, and I'm not familiar with the exact status, or I think they are nearly completed and put together necessary component. And as soon as this Vera open source is available, I'm pretty sure that we will see more web service available all over the world, which provide good quality. But
so
today,
Vera PDF, as Mike had said, was an EU-funded project, so European Union. So I'm not sure it was 1.5 and 2 years, and it's now, we have the version 1, it's now in the final testing stage, and should be available in summer. Or it's already available, that's wrong. The final release of version 1 is summer, late summer. So.
Okay, so that's not so far away, and I think this will be a good driver to provide better quality also in that area.
Can you click this service, or do you have a demo for it?
No, this is just linked.
So where they put a lot of work, that's what I like. Sorry if I interrupt. What I like with Vera PDF, they really try to give you error messages which are understandable. So there are also other validators around, and then you get a very deep PDF notice. No idea what they want from me. And this is where they put a lot of work, and the samples I have seen are really nice. So you really understand what's wrong in with this PDFA file from a you still need to be a little bit technical, but not the super duper PDF guy to understand. That's one of the good things. So that's where I can obviously the PDF Association and especially Duff Johnson worked with this Vera PDF project. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. And this PDFA validation is also always an interesting experience for our customers, because a typical situation is when companies start to say we would like to support PDFA, and they took their own files and validate them against PDFA. Now they get a long list of things which are not okay, and what they never cared about or not aware. So we always try to say validation is one thing, but more important in the end is conversion, that every file is converted and perfectly automated, so that nobody must take about this error and this error. That's simply PDFA is in the end and good. Okay, but I think there's also a track about PDFA validation, which may go in more detail on this. One of our popular topics in our daily world is secure distribution of PDF documents, and I'm sure you all know that you can password protect a PDF file and control that people can print or copy content or doing things in that direction. But the problem is when you email somebody your PDF file and you must tell him, of course, also the password, then it's no longer under your control, because you gave the PDF and you gave the password, and those people might forward those information to another person. You don't want to get this document. Another question we also get quite often is there a chance to time bomb, also to time limit a PDF? So I have a price list and I want to make sure that the price list stop or can no longer be opened 30th of July. So, and there's nothing inside the PDF specification which supports such kinds of functionality. So you need some piece of server which controls the distribution and the management of those functions. Who gets the file, who has what kind of permissions, how long a file can be opened. So there must be somewhere a database. The database must be administrated. You need to manage user, you need to manage permissions. So it becomes a larger story, and so it becomes complicated. And so we thought about let's make it easier already for the customer, and web service is another chance. So what we did here, we developed our own web service with some features, and here we have functionally included for. Okay, I must log in. Okay, and now let's look for a PDF file. I drop it into the form. I said this is guilty until 17th of July, May. We start upload. It takes a few seconds or a while. Now in that time your PDF document went to the server, get encrypted, and now I do get it back. I can open it in Reader, you see a stamp. It's, what do we have today? The 14th. Okay, if I would try it again on the 18th, it simply will not open. And in addition, it is watermarked. So this is a simple way where web service can help me to include a very, in the end, simple features like a timestamp.
So within the PDF file now, that it does not open next Thursday. Does it check that there is a service against it from the technical point of view?
The PDF file is encrypted. The PDF file has an ID. There happens a communication to the web server, and the web server checks the date and gives a permission back. So the information are still not in the PDF because this is not possible. All the necessary information are on a server which manage the dates. And for example, if you decide this document should be should get a later date, you simply change it on the server and say it's not the 17th, it's the 20th or 30th, then it will open much longer. And so this is helpful for codes, for everything which should have an end of life. Okay, so this is about security. Collaboration is what I would like to call the normal office work, and it's interesting to see what's today already possible in addition to the free creator or reader. So if you have a normal Windows 10 or Mac OS, current Windows 10 computer or Mac OS system, you already have a PDF export or printer in reasonable quality. You have a viewer, so you can view files, and with Reader and other viewer you can annotate and do forms filling with your file. So this is quite a lot which is already possible. What's not possible is editing the file, doing things like merging and splitting. And this is one area in which web service can come back again into the game. And here's also again this website called Small PDF. They have, from what I know, 8 million users every month who use those standard features to, I would like to merge two files or split a file or do a simple conversion. And this costs nothing. It's financed by advertising, and but you can, for more advanced feature, I think it costs €5 a month, and then you get access to those. And so a whole bunch of typical office features can be addressed by such kind of service. And there's also, let me say, potential for a little bit more. And I have another example for redaction. So I go back to our server. I take my sample PDF file. So this is a flyer for the PDF days. I'm here in Reader and highlight some areas I would like to redact. So I save this. Okay, then I need to go back to the browser. Now I say, okay, here's a GUI error. start an upload. Now the same idea. File to the server, processed and coming back. And now hopefully it's redacted. So what you see in black is removed. So a little bit advanced feature to work with your documents. And we have a few customers in Germany because there are some government rules that you have to redact files before they can be published. So private information need to be removed. And also, again, in this government environment, it was difficult to find a way to integrate that solution. And we had a funny meeting. I think we're 30 people from all the different departments come together, and they thought about let's try to integrate there and there and there or there, and then they thought about how much time it would take. And then I suggested, hey, you have an intranet, let's put it there. And then the decision was made in 5 minutes to go that way.
So here from this is just a convention. So any PDF reader can highlight, and the other side, the server side, or the convention is what's highlighted gets redacted.
Yeah, it's standard. It's a standard PDF annotation which could be made with more or less all the viewers or PDF software which is on the market. And there's a server application which recognizes areas and removes the content in that place. Okay, so my message is a little bit, you may think about if such kind of easy web service might help in your organization and avoid you to install too much client software for, let me say, basic tasks. Next point, I call it digital transformation. This is a little bit, similar to what we have seen in security topic. There are coming more and more solutions from vendors who track processes for different purposes. Company Foxit will also present a solution called Connected PDF, which makes sure that customers always get the latest version of your document and not the first version, which might be no longer guilty. From Adobe, there's a system which drives the process of signing, and so there a document goes in ways in the browser through the organization. And we currently work on another very simple project. We called it ePost. This is simply a platform where customer takes their daily post, upload that to a portal, and on the portal we do two things. We check if the address is in the right position, and we read the country code and the Postleitzahl, the city code or zip code. And this helps to automate the letter shop to send, to print and deliver the documents. Because in Germany, when you deliver a simple mail or a brief, it costs 70 cents. But when everything is optimized, you pay much less for each brief. And we use on a server a simple feature to analyze the zip code and the country code to sort pages. And then this customer can save a lot of money to deliver their documents. forms processing is another a popular topic, and I think part of the next generation PDF story. One important thing will be solved, the different dimension of devices, to make sure that in a workflow, each device gets a document in a proper format, and that's especially for forms you need to fill out. It's extremely important that this is in a user-friendly way. And so I think there also is a presentation from Adobe about that, and they will explain in more detail. My last service, I would like to call it publishing. And what we see is you can distribute your PDF documents to customers. This works well, but every browser allows you to download and save your PDF file on the local drive. And in some circumstances, this is not this is a preferred method. You don't want them that they can download it. You want to make sure that there's a latest version available. You do not exactly know which browser is used, so PDF is not the perfect standard to solve that. And so we have seen many services who simply convert a PDF document into an appropriate HTML5 representation. So in previous years, Flash was used for such kind of documents. Now it's HTML5, and it gives you the feeling of a PDF. I think especially men will like this catalog. It's those nice machines, and it behaves like, it feels like a PDF, but it's under your control in a browser, in the concept, in the context, and so you can include that into your different processes. Okay, a popular word in Germany is also multi-channel publishing for this topic. I would like to recommend another session about WebViewer. I think this afternoon from PDFX, which has a similar topic. What I showed that this kind of conversion could be also a web service. So if you talk about catalogs, about annual reports, all kind of documents can be automatically convert in such kind of representation without manual work. You just convert your PDF in and get this kind of result. Okay, publishing was my last topic. So I'm now close to the end of my presentation. My aim was to give you an overview on the different web services which are available for different topics. Do you have any questions?
Sure, thank you, Michael.